Former Commissioner for Agriculture in Ekiti State, Dr. Adio Folayan.
Blood in my vein belongs to this place.
Folayan's commitment to his party paid off after the judicial victory of the Action Congress of Nigeria in October 2010. He emerged a member of the cabinet of the new government in the capacity of Commissioner for Agriculture.
There is 8-point agenda of this government. The government has laid good foundation for good governance, and this you can see as embedded. One, in employment generation that has witnessed the very first 1 year, and that scheme for the youth, about 10,000 youth have been gainfully engaged and empowered in one way or the other. For the electricity, about 150 transformers have been distributed to communities to stand out darkness that has why almost prevailed in Ekiti State. Apart from that, our university has been consolidated through the education summit and school fees reviewed from about 200,000 naira to a maximum of 50,000. There is the free health care services where pregnant women, senior citizens and children are now endowed with the benefit of having access to those health care. There is the issue of social security scheme whereby monthly salary of 5,000 naira is being paid to our elderly citizens who are above 65 years and who are not pensionable. Apart from that, there is the implementation of salary relativity scale for Ekiti workers. There is the installation of crime detection system, in which case the police command headquarters are provided with vehicles distributed to area commands for the purpose of combating crimes in the state. There is the issue of tourism and industrial development. This is receiving attention with the ongoing constructions and renovation of Ikogosi, Warm Spring. And in fact, presently, the tourism belt of the state from Ikogosi to Ipole Loro, Efalayi, Ukimesi is receiving attention from the government. There is the restoration of car loan and housing loan to workers in Ekiti State. Apart from that, the government has paid over 700 million naira as gratuity to retired teachers and government workers. If you move around the state, a lot of roads have been fixed.
He recalls the accomplishments of the Ministry of Agriculture while he was there as a commissioner.
The payment of counterpart funds, the government paid about 160 million in counterpart funds in the area of Fadama, National Program of Food Security, Root and Tuber Expansion Program, and Nerika Rice. The government, during my own tenure, disbursed a sum of 35 million naira interest free to peasant farmers, and that goes round all the 177 wards of the 16 local government in Ekiti State. Apart from that, there is what we call capacity building for farmers and supporting technical team, which when fully implemented is expected to generate over 20,000 jobs to absorb unemployed youth. Support for agricultural mechanization was there. The government bought new tractors, brand new tractors, some up to 26 units, worth 120 million naira during our tenure, and all those tractors, implements that were in state of disrepair before we got there, the government made sure they were all repaired. Apart from that, There is the issue of feed mill. As big as Ekiti is, we don't have any feed mill. The one that we used to have, the Aswai government made sure they messed up with it. And to the credit of the present administration, I assure you, he approved enough money for construction of feed mill, and is near finishing before I left the office.
People of the fountain.
There is the issue of sericulture. We have sericulture project. All that is needed to complete the whole thing is construction of a weaving hall. The government has approved the money, and the whole program, the project, I mean, is going on very well. During our time, we were able to raise over 500,000, in fact specifically 500,000 units of cocoa seedlings and 60,000 units of oil palm seedlings that were distributed, sold at subsidized price to the farmers. And that is not the end of it. There is the issue of fertilizer. Ever before the coming of this administration, we only heard of fertilizer. We don't know what happened to them. The government of Dr. Kayode Fayemi liberalized the distribution of this subsidized fertilizer to the extent that nobody who asked for will tell you he did not get. And in fact, I can tell you, we have on record over 4,700 people were touched with this fertilizer. So it was liberalized. It was unprecedented. There is the issue of our farm settlements that have been moribund. The Orin farm settlement is there. The Ayede farm settlement is there in state of disrepair and moribund. So what the government has done is to commission reputable agricultural experts to handle the updating and the revival of those farm settlements. Ayede Gede, for example, Wiklo Group, a reputable agricultural expert in the country, is handling that. Orin, that one has been, we are working in close agreement with an Israeli organization, the Sengof, and Agritex, to make sure that place is put in order. So, purposely to train our youth in the art of agriculture. And the other land there will be utilized for establishment of oil palm plantation. Each local government have been compelled to acquire a minimum of 1,000 hectares of land, so that any interested youth or whoever has acquired that training can go back to their locality and embark on production of agricultural crops and animal husbandry at commercial level. So at least instead of they going all about looking for a job that is not there, they have now been trained to become employers of labor.
People of the fountain.